have him coming and doing this live in person at a small gaming convention that I'm associated with in February 2019, the 22nd through the 24th, called GammaCon. So he's actually going to do this live and in person. So I'm super excited about that. I'm super excited to see him do it here. Right now we have the normal Sierra Station startup. The nice thing here is he doesn't have to kill Ridley. He just needs to damage himself down until Ridley flies out.
All right, so first thing about Ceres, it's a pretty dumb area because, as Ponk can't see right now, he's relying completely on audio cues, and because of the alarm sound and the health beep, he's not able to hear any normal audio cues, so he's basically doing this entire section blind and deaf. So he's relying on his beam shots right now. So Ceres is pretty well routed out.
Yeah, and his memory of doing this every time he does a normal run.
The last time he's going to have to do very differently. He's going to do some auto spin jumps and then run all the way to the left. Now he's going to just jump on the middle platforms and then keep doing auto spin jumps up. If he gets hit by the steams, he's going to... Oh, I'm not sure if he intended to fall there. He might be in the wrong spot. Alright, it looks like
he's okay now. So the auto spin jumps that he's just talking about, basically what he does is he's going to jump the opposite direction that Samus is facing. Hit that spin jump.
Alright.
So first obstacle passed, he is off Sierra Station and going to planet Zebus. Typically, he'll collect anywhere from 40 to 50% of the items. We think he's going to collect around 45%. He'll get all the major items except Spring Ball, Grapple, and X-Ray Scope. X-Ray Scope, ironically, is his favorite item of the game. Of course, not going to do him very much good in this game, since you can't see anyway.
Alright, so you're going to be seeing Ponk doing a ton of beam shots. And he's able to use these beam shots either to open a ton of doors, he could also use it to kill enemies, he could also use it for a sort of echolocation as well.
Okay, we're going to try and fix this delay issue right now.
Alright, so now we should be seeing Ponk off the ship now. So, yeah, I was saying he's going to be using a ton of beam shots everywhere. So these vertical rooms are pretty easy when going down because you just have to run and shoot, basically, and then you'll hit the bottom. Alright.
And he'll be using
Ponk's still moonfalling, even though...
yeah, he does it anyway.
Even though it's completely blind.
So he's going to use those beam shots a lot. Because you can usually hear when those beams are hitting something and how long it takes. So it's going to give him kind of an idea of where he's at. You'll notice him crouching down to hit that elevator. Normally, you know exactly where the elevator is, so he's just going to crouch down until he finds it, and you can hear when the elevator's going down.
Yeah, I mean, elevators blindfolded can be a bit trolly. Speak from experience there. So, now Ponk grabbing his first item, and he knows he's got Morph Ball now because he's hearing the effect. So, it's just listening a lot for things like Samus hitting the ground. So, now he knows exactly where he is again. So now we're going to be seeing the first vertical climb room. This one isn't too bad, but it can be a bit of a learning curve if you don't know Blindfolded. It's actually going to be grabbing another missile pack.
And you notice he can tell when those missile doors, the red doors, the green doors, and the yellow doors, he can tell when those aren't open because you can actually hear the effect of the beam hitting on it.
So another important thing... Oh, wow. he just shot that door with one shot. That was pretty awesome. Because he's not able to see anything, so hitting a door in one shot's really cool. So he's gonna be holding his P shot in this next room coming up. So you're able to tell when you're in a door as well, because if you're holding shot, you're not actually going to shoot anything because you're in a door transition, so that can tell you where you are.
You're going to see him make use a lot of just holding down the shot button and letting the shot just go over and over again like it does.
All right.
Once he gets charge beam, you're going to see that he'll turn off charge beam a lot of the times to do that as well.
So this here is the climb. This is completely normalized movement. So by normalized movement, I mean you can do the same thing every single time and not have to worry about RNG. So he's going to be using a series of these bunny hops where you hold L and R so that when you land, you're okay. So when you land, you just stop moving altogether. So that's how he's stopping in these very specific spots every single time. And that's vital in order for this to work. You can also climb up here using spin jumps, but he's not doing that.
Yeah, I know I've seen him try a variety of different strats for this room, and I think this is just the one that works best for him. I believe he even tried doing some of the wall jumping, that just didn't work.
Yeah, wall jumping is really hard blindfolded, especially since there's a ton of space in here. Alright. He's almost at the top now. And he's up.
And he's good to go.
So the movement in here is also completely normalized. He's doing some moonwalks to set up. And he's listening for this ripper right here. That way he knows when to jump. So you're going to be seeing him doing a lot of these strats, basically, for echolocation.
And I should also point out that he's not even listening to us in the stream. So he's completely blind and completely oblivious to anything that's going on here. So, because if he was listening to us, he could go ahead and figure out things by what we're saying. Yeah, that would be problematic. And his first boss fight, BT.
So, especially with 5 extra missiles, BT is not going to be any problem. Hitting bombs at about 8 minutes in. Actually a really good time for this.
That is a really good time.
So most rooms in this are not actually normalized. And by that I mean they're not completely removed of RNG. Only a few are. So he's kind of just feeling through all these rooms.
Yeah, that was a very nice BT fight. Comes out with full energy and full missiles. He probably knows he has full energy just because all the drops he picked up were missiles. However, again, he's never going to know for sure unless he's really... Now, even if he's really good at counting, you can't always hear exactly how many drops. Not going to do Alcatraz.
Yeah.
That's hard enough to do sighted.
Alright, so he's gonna head over to Terminator now. I mean, it doesn't really matter if he's at full health or not anyway.
Yeah, he's gonna run right into that E-tank. Even if you want to miss his E-tank, it's hard to miss it, so...
Yeah. You really have to try to skip this E-tank here. So, Ponk is actually going to be doing a mock ball that you do in any percent to skip Spore Spawn. Because, believe it or not everyone likes doing Spore Spawn, even blindfolded. Okay, looks like he's gonna farm the Kagos. That's a really good choice. Get up to full health.
Well, and his health seemingly is fine, but he doesn't know that. So by
Yeah,
farming the
definitely.
Kagos, he can make extra certain that he's gonna have enough.
He likely thinks he's at full health right now, but he's actually not. Because he got hit by that Kago right there. Or Kago particle. He's gonna... Alright, so here's he lands, and then he's gonna set up for the mock ball in here now. He's gonna kill that guy, and that will keep him from messing with him. Because if he's not dead, he's able to hit Ponk and knock him off the platform. So now he's setting up for the mock ball. Hit the crumble block. But he heard that he didn't make it through there properly, so he stopped. We know when you hear a ton of crumble blocks breaking that you got it. He's also not grabbing the missile now because I'll close the gate. And he's got it.
In general, it is harder to get that mock ball from the inside than from jumping through the door. And he's going to pick up the reserve tank here. That's just an extra safety. He'll get the missile pack here too. He may get both. I'm actually not sure.
He's going to get both.
He's going to get both. Okay.
Because it's really convenient to get, and it's right there, and he's going to need as much ammo as he can for Dragon. Because he's not going to shine Spark Dray.
Yeah, and also spoiler, he's not going to have grapple beam to do that kill either.
Oh yeah. Alright, so the reserve tank can make your life a lot safer. So he's getting that. Here he's forced to do some wall jumps to get up. It's honestly best to avoid wall jumps as much as possible, but some are required, like that one.
Yeah, and the way he does the wall jumps, if he knows where he's at, he can get right there on the wall. And then a lot of it's just muscle memory from just playing this game as long as he has.
Yeah. He's gonna go back and grab that missile pack. I mean, that's a very good choice, because he's grabbing as much ammo as he can. Alright, so he's... Oh, okay, yeah. He's scaring me there. Now he knows he's at the bottom. He's gonna super that wall, or super that door. Because the thing is that neither of us, me nor Tracy, are actually able to see in Punk's head, so we can't see what he's thinking, basically. So, kind of have to interpret what we're seeing, so it's a bit more difficult to commentate these. Because the runner might think that he's somewhere that he's not, maybe.
Strange enough, we're not doing this blindfolded.
Yeah.
Now he's going to pick up his charge beam, which is going to be really important because he'll use that in a lot of cases to spam the bosses.
He's probably going to unequip charge beam now, or he's going to unequip it later.
He'll equip and unequip charge beam a lot. There's a lot of places where it's better to have the shooting, his shot going on auto, where it just keeps shooting over and over again, where you can just hold the button down.
Yeah.
So you'll see that a lot. He'll do a lot of menuing for such things.
So he's gonna unequip charge beam. I'm not sure exactly when he's gonna do it, because he's gonna equip and unequip a lot, but there will be times he's gonna unequip it. He's probably gonna unequip it after Kraid. He's gonna do the charge shot method to kill Kraid.
To the comment in chat about this not being a hard game, no, this is still a hard game. just because we have someone that's put in the time, and I happen to know he's put in a lot of time working on getting this done blindfolded, still makes it a hard game.
Alright, so he's gonna grab the Sloater's refill.
That's a smart thing to do. That way he knows he's got full energy going into this part of red star.
Oh, full energy minus reserve.
Yeah. Unfortunately, those energy refills don't fill up your reserve tanks.
Alright, so now he has to know he's in the spikes. So now he's gonna grab the Sephi beam right here.
Yeah, just the
He's gonna use that
output.
for damage output, yeah.
Yeah, he needs that extra damage output since you don't get plasma until most of the bosses are gone.
Oh yeah. So that S means Sephi, not Spazer, just so you guys know. Yeah, picking that up.
I mean, that just right for the yapping mouse. Very nicely done.
That room can kill you pretty easily if you're not careful.
Absolutely.
So now he's just spamming shots. I know. He's gonna do a wall jump to get up there now. So I hope we can get this.
We'll get it this time.
And there we go.
He thought he was on that ledge and he wasn't, and that's why he didn't get it. Now, second time he managed to get on that ledge properly, so he was able to get it that second time.
So he's using the sound of him falling down to know if which level he's on. Alright, so I imagine he's gonna see him make a safety save here.
Yeah, this
because
run
Kraid.
It's gonna be full safety saves.
Yeah, and the first boss, Kraid, is one that, until recently, there wasn't a consistent setup. But Ponk actually found a consistent setup, or actually, he took somebody else's strat and then used it to make a setup, basically.
Yeah, Kraid was actually, when he first started running this, Kraid was probably the most difficult boss for him. If nothing else, you have so little energy, and it was very difficult to get a quick kill on Kraid. But he's got a normalized setup that we're going to see in just a second that will allow him to consistently get that setup to get the quick kill.
All right, so
yeah,
what he's going to do is he's gonna missile the Ghidorah here. That way he can enter the room with 5 supers. Now he's going to unequip Spazer, because Spazer actually makes their beam shot a lot bigger and adds some variability. So he's going to do a really interesting strat here. He's going to wait until Kraid starts shaking the floor and then shoot a super into the ceiling. And that will make it so to have maximum sprites on screen, basically, and completely lag the game out. And then once the game is lagged, it actually normalizes the lag, so he's able to... Oh, missed a quick kill. He's resetting.
Yeah, he's trying to maximize that lag, makes it a lot more consistent. That Kraid stand-up bit is not consistent with the way the music goes, and so by doing that maximum lag, it gives him a better chance to get that quick kill. Once you don't get the quick kill, it can take a very long time, and you could die at that point anyway. So resetting makes a lot of sense here. In fact, in at least one of his PBs, he actually reset this several times. So one of those 2.5 hour runs that he's done.
So Kraid actually, I'll just kind of go a bit into more detail. Kraid actually has some RNG involved with it. I actually don't want to say too much because I'm not completely sure how it works, but based on how many sprites are on screen and stuff, that lags the game out. So by doing a super, you get a ton of sprites on screen, and that makes it really consistent. But yeah, the Kraid fight would have actually been really hard to get the quick kill on anyway, because he used all his supers, or get any kill on him. And Kraid is really annoying when he stands up.
Even for normal players that aren't used to a stand-up, Kraid can go real wrong real fast if you don't get the quick kill.
And that's a blindfolded quick kill.
Right, nicely
Second
done.
try. Basically first try. Absolutely. Okay, one super out of that. Really nice job, though.
That's gotta feel good.
Yeah, I gave a little thumbs up after that. So...
That's the first really, I think the really first tough part of the run. I'm gonna turn Spazer back on.
Imagine... And we're gonna see him farming mini crate up to 4 supers. He's either gonna... Actually, he's probably gonna go for a missile because he doesn't know what his super count is. Or actually, never mind. Gonna prove me wrong. Gonna farm up all 5 supers, so...
Well, keep in mind, if he can click twice, then he knows he's got those supers.
Well...
what gets really bad is if you don't have the first item. Yeah.
I mean, if you click twice, it clicks even though you deselect everything. So
True.
you can't figure out
That's true.
what you have by the clicks.
Well, you'll hear the click, but then when you shoot, you'll know it's not a super. So.
I mean, I guess you could figure out by using item cancel though. So yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Normalize setup to grab the E-tank.
Yeah, we expect he's going to pick up about 7 E-tanks. We'll see. His estimates for us were about 7 E-tanks, 3 reserves, 70 missiles, 30 supers, 15 power bombs. We'll see if he collects anything extra for that. He's going to want those extra supers, in particularly for the Ridley fight. And we'll see some other reasons later that we'll get into.
Inching towards that elevator, because elevators are really trolly and blindfolded.
Yes, they are.
So...
And I haven't actually tried any of these strats, but I know Beeps has played around a little bit with blindfolded, so he can kind of give a little bit to this. It's gonna get really ice.
Yeah, 1 route deviation from any percent.
Typically, the only time you're going to see that mock ball is in a low percent run or in a randomizer where you don't get speed booster before you get here.
Or new route.
Right. Yeah, that's right. New route does that too.
Alright, so now grabbing his ice beam. And this is going to make one strat in a later room. I'll call it out. It'll make it a lot easier. Don't want to spoil it now, but it's really cool. Alright, nice bomb there. Using audio cues to know exactly where he is.
Now I'll go down and get his high jump boots. The interesting part about the high jump boots, they're super important, but you're going to see some rooms where he's actually going to be turning them on and off as part of his normalized jump setups.
Yeah, high jump boots actually allows you to do some pretty cool normalizing if you know the setups for that. Because it'll change your jump heights and therefore jump distance. So, depending on whether or not you're wearing high jump boots, it will change your position so you can move pretty accurately.
It's going to make sure that enemy gets killed, because otherwise he won't be able to open the door.
Yeah, it's pretty important. So another vertical room is gonna do some normalized jumps to get out of here. Some of them are actually not normalized. That one he just did to get up was not actually a normalized jump. So you can tell if it's a normalized jump if he's pointing straight up after he finishes jumping, or if he's doing a spin jump. Alright, so that Sova, he argued that it's called a Nova, is an audio cue for him, that he killed it. But he can't hear me right now, so I'm gonna call it a Sova.
It's a little bit dangerous here. He needs to move back a little bit. There, he's figured that out. He can hear to some extent that actually the energy going down in the lava makes it a little more difficult, but you can hear that he's landing too quickly unless he's underneath that little ledge, so that's what cues him in to move back a little bit. Very smartly going to save here.
Alright, so this is the strat that he's going to do. He's going to climb up Bubble Mountain without going the long back road, basically. So he's going to use his Ice Beam from earlier in order to freeze that guy, and then he's going to re-equip High Jump, kill the Cack Attack, and then wall jump up, and then... Never mind, I'm completely wrong. He's going to grab Wave Beam now.
He manages to avoid the Cack Attack. It's hard enough to do sighted, so...
Yeah.
He just realized he actually went to the wrong room.
Yeah.
He wants to get Speed Booster. He knows that because the Speed Booster door is green.
Yeah.
And he shouldn't have been able to open it with his regular beam.
But yeah, that was the first try strat right there. Actually, he probably went into the Wave Beam door to get a normalized setup into the Bubble Mountain room. That makes more sense. Alright, just gonna grab this missile pack now. Oh no. Alright, there we go.
Good.
Yeah, that's one thing about Blindfolded. Because some things don't have audio cues, like he heard a shot connect to a wall, but he didn't realize that it didn't actually open up the fake block. Now he's gonna farm up the full here. Just gonna farm until he realizes that they're not dropping anything.
While he's doing that, I'm going to mention he does practice this using the regular practice ROM, just like we all do. He'll try these strats while he's actually looking, and then you'll see him just close his eyes to see if he can do it without looking. And then eventually he'll try all these, a little bit of it at a time with the blindfold on. He does that in segments before he actually goes for the full run. It's nice to have that practice ROM for all that. Kind of just like we all do when we normally play, when we all practice.
Alright, so this room here, he's going to be coming up on Double Chamber, and that is a really interesting room because it's full of these dumb platforms, and you can see he's already going to be going down to the bottom path here. So, first thing he has to do is he has to... One problem he has is he needs to open up the gate. It's gonna try and charge a Shine Spark here. Resetting the room if he doesn't get it.
The reason he resets the room is those platforms. He wants them to be in a specific spot when he shoots this off.
But this is a really hard room. I mean, it's hard enough when you can see.
Yeah, absolutely.
Short charge is getting kind of annoying. I'm sure he'll persevere. Alright, this is a one. There we go. Alright, so that sets him up on the platform. And it also opens up the gate for him, basically. So there's many different steps for that, but that's a really good one. Alright, now he's going to grab his Wave Beam.
Very nicely done with that wall jump to get in there.
So, one thing we're going to be seeing him do a lot is using item cancel. That is his select button right now. And now automatically bring him back to his normal P shots. That way he knows exactly what ammo he has equipped. Alright.
Now, in the first 2 runs he did of this, he actually would go and get grapple beam next. One of the nice things about grapple beams, it can act kind of as a blind man's cane to sort of see where you're at, much like he uses the beams. But when he went to his 3rd run, he pulled that out of the run. He must have found that he didn't need that anymore, and it saves a whole lot of time rather than having to go all the way to kill Crocmire and then go all the way down and get that grapple beam.
He had a bit of a hiccup there. It looks like he figured out where he was, though. One of the multi-violas got in the way and kept him from going up there. Now he's just gonna progress the normal ending percent route, more or less. I'll tell you guys when this gets a bit different.
This is probably the easiest room in the game as he goes through Frog Speedway. Just run right through everything. Take another safety save.
I'm looking in chat. Amphitheater is a really terrible room. We'll get to that later. But I'm just going to say that now. Amphitheater's probably the worst room in the game, Blindfolded.
I think Ponk might say Coliseum, but Amphitheater's up there for sure.
Yeah. Not sure which one, but both of those rooms, both Amphitheater and Coliseum, are terrible rooms and should be removed from the game.
Absolutely. So he's not quite going to go to Fantoon next. He's actually going to do some cleanup in Brinstar, get himself some extra energy tanks, I believe some extra ammo as well. I'm trying to think if he gets power bombs first and then goes around. I want to say he gets the power bombs first.
He's gonna go get power bombs.
Yeah, he'll get the power bombs. To give you some idea again of the progression, the very first time he did this, he actually got all 14 E-tanks in the run. Like I said earlier, we expect him to go down to 7 E-tanks and 3 reserves. I think he's always done the 3 reserves because just thinking about trying to get that sandpit reserve tank without seeing just makes me cringe.
Also, left sandpit is extremely out of the way. Even too much for Blindfolded.
Yeah.
Alright, so gonna refill all his health in the Nutella refill. Or Sloater's refill.
Shout out to Sloater's. I believe he's actually doing some of the 90% races right now, so unfortunately he can't be with us watching. But I'm sure he'll be watching the VOD later.
Alright, so Ponk has a really cool strat for Red Tower. So the part with the Rippers is pretty annoying, but he found a way to get through there pretty easily.
Pretty
so
consistent.
Once he opened a door in order to figure out where he was. And once he gets to this top platform, he's gonna unequip all his beams except for Ice Beam, and he's gonna unequip High Jump as well. Alright. Yeah, there we go. Did a proper menuing, and he's just gonna do jumps and go look straight down, and then it's gonna put him right on the Rippers. If it doesn't work, then he doesn't go on the Rippers. And he's gonna do this and then get to the very top Ripper here. And then once he's on top of the Ripper, he can tell he's on the very top Ripper now. He's gonna kill it. You can tell it's the top one based on jump height. Alright. Gonna first open up the block right there. Re-equip high jump. And then do a normalized jump a bit off to the side and get in there. Nearly missed it by the block respawning, but he got in there.
This is another difficult room for him. He has a few strats that sometimes work, but as you can see, it's easy to fall into those, both the bio plumes and into the spikes.
Getting kind of trolled. But this room isn't too bad because it's a horizontal room. It's kind of easy to figure out where you are eventually.
Also, as annoying as those bio plumes are, they don't actually do that much energy as long as you get out of them quick enough.
It's just the bio plumes annoying. Oh, Ponk is in a really dangerous spot. There we go.
He's good now.
Now he's gonna re-equip his beams. And he's gonna grab his first power bomb pack now.
Very nice deep boost there.
Ooh, he's in a strange spot right now.
I didn't know you could stand there and not get hurt.
He'll likely figure out where he is, though.
Yeah.
There we go. Oh, and gets a last file plume.
Well, I guess blindfolded, all bio plumes RTA will be next then.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's very into those meme categories.
Absolutely. He knows where he is now because you can hear a different sound when he hits the door.
Oh yeah, and now Ponk is gonna be going back into Brinstar to clean that up, get some free E-tanks. So he's gonna grab another super pack, and he's gonna grab, I want to say, 3 E-tanks.
That sounds about right.
Count.
That'll make it safer not only for the Phantoon fight coming up, but also the Ridley fight.
Yeah. I mean, the biggest thing right now is Phantoon. So now he's going to climb back through Green Hill Zone. He's actually not going to go to Blue Brinstar at all. Part of the reason is because Blue Brinstar is out of the way for just 1 E-tank. He's also able to get a power bomb on the way, but he doesn't need power bombs. And probably the biggest thing about going to Blue Brinstar is that there are 3 big side hoppers that have the ability to kill you pretty easily. They deal 40 damage per hit with Varia Suit on. So first place is going to go back to the charge beam area, and grab the waterway E-tank. Also worth noting, the sound of the missile hitting the door sounds a bit different than anything else in the game, like missile hitting the wall. So you can use that to its advantage. Gonna do a quick charge right here.
it first try.
And gets the E-Tank, so now he is at full health.
I like the X-ray comments here. No, he doesn't get X-ray. Ironic, because it is his favorite item in the game.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
you're right. Not
you
very
see him
useful
do.
here.
He needs to do a blindfolded early X-ray. That would be amazing.
Yeah, it'd be pretty cool. Some blindfolded X-ray climbs.
I wonder when a blindfolded rando will be. So one item he's not going to grab is Spore Spawn. There is a normalized setup to get in here, but he doesn't care enough to do it. Because it's not actually worth a super.
There's plenty of supers that you can get in other places. And having extra supers into your Phantom fight really doesn't help you that much. Because all that would do is enrage Phantom.
Okay, so he opened the gate, and now he's going to grab this next E-Tank.
There you go. Make the Super Metroid enabled for blindfold that you only can see when you're using X-ray. That'd be...
That's your cosmic brain.
Absolutely. Using some more normalized jumps here.
Yeah, you mainly see these normalized jumps in big rooms like that. Big vertical rooms. Being careful not to visit the Decora. He's only going to do that much later on. Nice clip through that Rio right there.
He's going to get the Ediclin's E-Tank though, and I believe the Super Missile behind it. To say a regular run would be done by the best in the world. So with the world record being what, 41:13? Is that...
I don't think it's 13. I might be wrong.
41 something.
Oh wow! I want to say
he just fell.
Yeah, Ponk looking a bit annoyed right now after falling there. Yeah, it was 41:19. That's what I thought.
19. I don't know why I always have that slightly off.
I honestly can never remember the world record anyway, even though I run this game. I should know this stuff.
Yeah, you and me both. He's not going to go all the way up. He doesn't need to. He just needs to move back around.
Yeah. Shame on us, I guess.
Yeah. Fun fact, it's easy to miss that E-Tank even when you can see it, so...
Yeah. So one strat I'm surprised I'm not seeing Ponk do more often is unequipping Wave Beam, just to see where everything is, because you're able to use...
Oh,
okay, there we go.
The look on his face.
Yeah, sigh of relief there for him. Shaking his head a bit. Man, I nearly did it again.
This time he's falling down on purpose. He's going to go ahead and get those power bombs.
Yeah. So he's going to want more power bombs for sure. There we go. Getting a save. Now you have quite a few frames to jump from crumble blocks. Not sure the exact number, but it's not super precise. Needs to be careful because he is not on the very edge. There we go. Now I figured it out. Part of this category is adapting really quickly when things go wrong. Notice how I said when things go wrong, not if they go wrong. Because things will go wrong.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I said 70 tanks earlier. I suspect he'll actually eat. The next tank he gets probably won't be until we get to North Fair. I know he gets the Firefly tanks.
He's gonna be getting Mama Turtle.
Oh right, so that'll give him a total of 9. That'll keep him pretty safe.
Either 8 or 9. I'm not sure. I mean, does he get Firefly?
Yeah, well, he did before. Right. I know he might have changed it because originally he was trying to skip. He was trying to find a good Ridley kill so he could skip this whole Brinstar cleanup. Hasn't found it yet, so he decided to just go ahead and put that back in.
So he was really using a ton of audio cues right there. So, just going to point out one that he did earlier. In order to figure out to get through the one tile gap, he was doing a ton of jumps. And once he heard that his jump was really long, then he was able to, he knew he could just jump in and get out of there.
Using power bombs to clear out some of the enemies, making it a little bit easier to get up.
Alright, and he's out of Brinstar. So he's going to be passing by the ship, going to take a refill in there, and he's also going to use that opportunity to save. With only one boss down, it's not yet time to go back into Turian, or go in there. So he's not going to bother with that.
Yeah, he's already killed Kraid, so we're not in Rambo. For a surprise for us.
Kraid for a Star BO. That's the Ponk special. I mean, you've heard of Hoda Ruby special, but have you heard of Ponk special?
Here you go.
Alright, here he needs to be a bit careful not to jump into the pit there. He didn't do that. It's not too hard, but that pit can troll a bit. Alright.
So what he did there...
So he deliberately...
Yeah, deliberately...
He deliberately didn't build up speed.
He knows when...
So I'm talking over you.
Yeah. He knows where those blocks are going to be. He's going to just hit those blocks, and then when he stops, he knows he can make a few jumps to get to the ship.
Yeah. Now he's gonna build up speed to break through them. Alright, so the best way across moat now is with a Shine Spark, so he's going to do a horizontal Shine Spark across moat. Going to grab the missile as well. I mean, he wants to get as many missiles as he can. So I can't help but notice he does a little dance every time he gets an item.
Yeah, it's many missiles that aren't super out of the way.
I mean... what can you expect, really? I mean, he's getting the missile pack before speed booster. There's no way he'd skip moat missile.
No, absolutely not.
Now he's going to unequip Ice Beam.
And then I see
that was set up for...
Yeah. But, that most missile being just literally just the fanfare time loss, so there's no reason to skip it.
So he's going to do a Fantoon setup with a Charge Wave Spazer. So Wave Beam is extremely important because that allows you to shoot Phantoon through the wall. Okay, there we go. He must have known that didn't sound right because he heard the falling animation. So right now he's just gonna sit in the corner and shoot up.
Notice you can actually hear when Phantoon actually goes into his mode of opening that eye. It's a slightly different sound, which happens most of the time.
So now he's gonna go for horizontal shots. Oh.
He hopes to hit him with charge shots, and then he actually is going to try the super. As bad as Enraging Phantoon is in terms of time, having charge beam allows him to pseudo screw through that part, and it allows him to do 1,200 damage per round if he actually hits. Unfortunately, he didn't actually hit that first one.
Yeah, going for some kind of skewed Nintendo power strats here. Ooh, missing another super. He wasn't in the right spot.
Using the super missiles there is actually a newer strat. I believe what he used to do is more of a spam charge shots from the corner.
Yeah. So, I believe he started off in the left corner. And he started doing Blindfolded at least. Getting a bit trolled by the flames. He needs to be a bit careful now. Well, as careful as he can be in Blindfolded. Alright, so one more round and he's dead.
Phantoon needing 2,500 damage. Charge, ice, wave, phaser combination doing 300 apiece. We'll only need 9 of those shots.
Alright, and
one more.
Phantoon
is
almost done. Okay. There we go.
I got it.
That was kind of sketchy at the end there because one of his shots missed, but he took out Phantoon with a nice 4-round. Really bad super drops, unfortunately.
Because he was able to pick up all that energy. 207, not great, but +1+ for him. He's not going to go into Spike Room of Death.
I mean, I know someone who would appreciate 207 health. Sir Edu207 would appreciate that.
There you go.
So this run, Ponk calculated that. Let's just put it that way. And he's in the door.
So he knows he can make that jump when he actually, again, listening for when Samus lands. You can tell how high the jump is based on how far apart between when you jump and when Samus lands, when you hear that landing.
So because of his super count, and he's going to be getting some extra supers later on, so he's actually going to skip Wreck Ship right side here. Wait, never mind. He lied to us. He said before the run he was going to skip that, but he's getting it.
Yeah, to answer the question for using Claire in chat, he was trying to skip the Brimstar cleanup that we just saw. looking for a Ridley strat that would be more consistent, that he could survive with fewer E-tanks. He ended up deciding not to. He never found one that he was happy enough with to go ahead and skip that cleanup. So this is pretty similar to the last one he did, I believe.
He needs to get into that middle one right there, like the second from the bottom.
Those work robots are just annoying.
All right, he's laying in the second from the top, getting a bit trolled. Now he's in the very bottom, and now he's stuck with the robot there. All right.
Those worker robots are just annoying.
And so that knocked the robot off. All right, now he's on the treadmill. Yeah, he...
Oh, now
okay.
He knows. Okay.
There we go. He needs to be careful. This is doing a lot of damage. This is part of the reason he's considering skipping right side, because it takes a lot of health when it goes bad. Come on, you got this, Ponk. There we go. He's going for bomb jumps in.
I thought he was going to get it with that bomb.
I mean, he's going the wrong one.
Every time.
It hurts. I'm calling. He's going to get it right here, right now. This... Oh, okay. One more time. There we go. He's in. Getting that super. Calculated energy. Alright, so...
Still gotta be careful. He does have the reserve tank. But
okay, one health. Alright.
Now that it only had 100 in it, so now it's got none.
So he's going to get wreck ship reserve unless he's debated me again. So he's going to need to...
The plan is to get wreck
be a bit careful with his health. Gonna make a save because Fantoon is a jerk. He doesn't want to fight again.
No, definitely not.
Save points are finicky. There we go. Now he's going to be coming up on a pretty dangerous room. One of the first really dangerous rooms in the game, actually. It's coming up on the attic. And with this health, it's going to be pretty scary. Alright. So now, he knows where he is. And he knows that attic is right there. And this room can kill him. This is part of the reason why he got extra ammo. Alright. Re-equipping all his beams now. He's just gonna take everything at it with beam shots.
One nice thing about that reserve tank popping is he knows how low he is on energy.
Yeah.
I mean, not to the exact number, but he knows he's in trouble.
He's aiming the wrong direction now. Okay, he's at 2 health. You're standing right under... Okay. So you didn't kill that key hunter back there. There's one more key hunter in here.
Give Ponk your energy. He's gonna need it here.
Alright. Looks like he's waiting on global movements. So I believe these things deal... Okay, that's a lot. Oh man, it went to the other end of the room.
Wow.
Okay, now we heard the key hunter.
Yeah, it's actually
there
pretty
we go.
fascinating. Oh, and he's only a 5 energy drop, so even if he picks it up, it's not that useful. It was always interesting with the enemies in Super Metroid how some of them move off screen and others don't. And there's no real rhyme or reason as to which do which.
Yeah. So 18 health right now. Luckily, there are farm bugs here. He can take them. It'll be slow, but he can take them up to full health if he finds it. Alright. Now I must realize that he is... Okay, he thinks he's actually on the platform to the up and left right now. There we go. This is where he wants to be.
And that beeping is not helping him.
Oh yeah. The health beep will get rid of all your landing sounds. You can't tell where you're landing when you have the health beep going. But hearing that killing of the enemy right there allows him to know where he is.
So he's gonna farm.
So he's gonna sit here and just farm a ton. So he's just gonna mash his shot button and get up to a decent health. I'm actually kind of curious how far he's gonna go, if he's just gonna go until he's at full health or not. I mean, I feel like that'd be a good place to do it. He's reaching around now. There you go. Guess he wanted to drink.
Yeah, take that drink.
Oh, and he got knocked out of the way.
Guess he's not as good a multitasker as we thought. Trying to drink and farm at the same time.
Alright, so not going up to full health. Alright, so he can get through here with 3 hits, which is 90 HP.
This is actually kind of a trolly little part because he thinks he's on the statue and now he's he's about to realize he's on the statue.
Yeah. There we go. Now he's on the statue. He's gonna roll around. Here's more land, and then now he's in.
Now he can take that drink without any trouble.
Blindfolded drinking percent, anybody? Either way, it's non-alcoholic. I feel like he'd appreciate me saying that. You're welcome, Ponk. So now he's gonna grab the reserve tank here. He needs to be careful with his energy, because if he runs out of energy, he's not able to get the reserve. He should be fine, but that's still probably on his mind.
And the worst part about reserve tanks is it isn't going to give him that free refill that a regular energy tank would.
So gonna wait until he hits the edge, and then spark up. So now he's going to jump over this pit right here. Think about how he's gonna do this. Alright, there we go. He's over. And can grab that reserve. And now he has Gravity Suit, not running through it.
Well, you can't add to your clips then.
Oh yeah, Blindfolded, Gravity Skip. That'd be pretty impressive, actually.
Yeah, it would.
One of a kind, for sure. Now he needs to get to Meridia. And I don't think... He doesn't know where his health is. I'm curious if he's gonna take a quick detour, grab the ship refill, or if he's just gonna go straight to Meridia. I imagine we'd see him go to the ship.
It might depend on
especially after draining the reserve.
Yeah, it might depend on what he wants to take. Yeah, and the reserve tank being low as well. So it looks like he's going to go to the ship. The other option would be to take the floater's refill, but that won't get his reserve tanks full.
Yeah, and he knows his reserve tank is empty too. Unless he forgot.
Well, and he just picked up that extra one, so even if the first one wasn't empty, the second one would have to be, because he hasn't filled it up yet.
Definitely.
We can see what his total item count is at this point. 55, 20, and 10. So he has to pick up. He's going to pick up at least one more power bomb, and I suspect at least 2 more super missiles. And whatever regular missiles are easily picked up on the way.
Yeah, he did. And actually come through here, so he has to open a door now. He went around in Brinstar. He's never actually gonna go into that yellow door, funny enough. Getting bitchable by the elevator. There we go, he's
there.
in.
It is. Back through Hellway. Another, like I said, this room, it's a quite difficult room for him. I think it's one of the more difficult horizontal rooms.
Yeah. The only other difficult horizontal room I could really think of is Colosseum, and that's also part vertical.
Yeah.
Not gonna get the floater's refill. I mean, he already refilled at the ship. He knows he
He
can't be really low. Alright, so now he knows he's in the tube room because I imagine he was shooting a ton and didn't hear anything.
Notice how he's off to the side, so he doesn't
What?
just fall down when that thing blows up.
Wait, what?
Some more normalized jumps here. Yeah. Not gonna get the Main Street missiles for sure.
Main Street missiles are free. Not kidding.
That's hard
So,
enough normally.
this is a really cool segment that he's practiced quite a bit. So he's gonna go and grab the Mama Turtle E-Tank right now. Gonna kill the pirate with a blue suit. Now he's gonna do a Shine Spark up into the E-Tank. Using Mama Turtle's damage as a guide, basically. Oh, just barely missing. He's gonna reset the room after that. Oh no, Mama Turtle, don't kill him. Actually, wait a minute. Yeah, he's lost now. He doesn't realize he's on the platform above. There we go.
All else fails, try something else.
I'm gonna kill the pirate again. And then do another spark. Alright, now this should work.
There we go.
And he's got the E-Tank. Not even gonna bother for that missile pack.
No, that one would be a bit of a pain to get, I think.
Going until he hears he takes damage, and then make a Shine Spark up.
And actually, that's one of the big differences between some of his earlier runs and the more current setup he does. You discover that a lot of those shine sparks are really useful if you can just set them up.
Oh, this is a really cool strat. Now he's gonna grab crab supers, using gravity to his advantage there. Right now doing... So he's going to attempt the Shine Spark to get up to the top of Mount Everest here. This room is called Mount Everest. And he's up.
Take the safety save again.
Safety saving before Batoon is always a good idea. And more importantly, before Colosseum. Because that room can go extremely wrong. Alright, going for a Shine Spark up there. It's only bonking the platform. These snails are out for blood.
I'm surprised it doesn't just powerbomb. Get rid of them.
Going for a snail climb there. No, not really. Alright, going for wall jumps up.
Of course, the nice thing about wall jumps is that he doesn't lose any energy from the Shine Spark. He does a wall jump instead.
It's about to get trolled by that block. Not going to see him going for any X Factors. Especially since he's got 23 supers right now. He doesn't know how many he has, but he knows he's got at least 25. Or 25 max.
And at this point, he can just sit there in the corner and spam charge shots.
Yeah, charge shots will deal 300 damage per hit, so they're equal to 1 super.
The only thing that's going to hit him are those little fireballs that Batoon spits out. And once Batoon gets to that faster phase, he doesn't do that anymore.
Oh, wow, those super drops, and
Yeah,
Ponk couldn't even see them. Those are amazing. Gonna take the back entrance into this E-tank here. Nice little setup, because the front entrance is a bit hard to get into.
Yeah, the front entrance is hard enough to get into in a normal sighted run. Trying to get that jump just right, blindfolded. I don't even want to think about that.
So we're gonna see him farm a bit down here. So he's not hearing anything right now. He's probably gonna leave in just a bit, yeah.
Let's see how Colosseum goes. One of the really tough things about this room is that the sand is bad enough to suck you down. You got the Mocktroids that, yeah, they're not as bad as Metroids, but they're still pretty bad. There's spikes in their sand that you can't see. So, A lot of damage can happen here if you mess this up.
The first part of Colosseum isn't too bad, but the last part has a pretty wall jump.
Yeah, that last trolley column with that thing sticking out. That's just terrible.
See how this thing treats him. Alright.
We almost had it there.
And there's really no good way through here without wall jumps. Unless he decides to deboost off the spikes, and that's arguably harder. Alright. I mean, he has to know where he is right now.
He knows exactly where he is. A couple times he thinks maybe I got through, and then he figures out, nope, didn't get through.
Yeah. That's what him getting hit by the spikes means.
And if you're thinking grapple beam might make this easier, I actually find that even as cited, actually a harder strat than trying to wall jump this part. So.
Yeah, I mean grapple beam would tell you pretty quickly if you got it or not, but it would be a lot harder.
Trying to hit that one little block there and that little place sticking out, still hard.
That one, we're kind of close. All right. All right, I'm calling this next one will be it. I'm calling it right now. Quote me. Oh, never mind.
He needs to wait a little bit longer before he does that second jump. And I think some of the times he's just hoping he got it, not really thinking that he did.
All right, this one. All right, how about this one right here? This is it. Come on, you let me down, Ponk.
Oh, right, got it.
There we go. No.
Nice job. That is hard to do. Okay, so now he's gonna go take that save. He might even take the energy refill because he doesn't really know what his energy's at right now. I think the only time you see this room is in 100% map, which, by the way, you'll see Wild Anaconda do early tomorrow morning, and occasionally in double anti-bingo, you'll get the hit all refill rooms in whichever map area.
He's looking for the save right now. There we go.
Frankly, I think it's more because you don't want to do Coliseum again if you die to Dragon than actually really worrying about dying to Dragon.
Yeah. I mean, with this ammo, he can kill Dragon with just supers. Super in the wall right there. Super in the wall again. There we go. Alright, doing some deboosts off of the broken turrets to make sure they're actually dead. Yeah, and now he knows all 3 turrets are dead. Now he's just going to do a ton of missiles in the Dragon. So it's 60 missiles and 20 supers. Any combination of that.
Unfortunately, supers don't do triple damage or double damage here.
Yeah.
But I happen to know this is actually his favorite fight in this, because he doesn't end up using any of the. He calls a lot of the strats he uses cheese strats. Standing in the corner, firing off charge shots, that kind of thing. He figures this one is more of a. This is what you would do normally. Ironically, what he's doing would be maybe considered normal for say a first run of this game.
It looks like he's thinking in the wrong corner right now.
There we go.
I'm not completely convinced he knows where he is right now.
No, I'm not either.
Alright, that'll tell him where he is, at least.
Yeah, in his original runs, he would have just used grappling there.
He has to know that Dragon is coming from the right side, now going to the left. Getting a do. Now he can do a ton of missiles. There we go.
There we go.
Also worth noting, charge shots will deal 300 damage, which is equal to a super. Alright. Gonna lay some supers in now. Oh no. No, Ponk! You're wasting all your supers. Alright.
Oh, facing the wrong direction again.
Getting grabbed. Yeah, just gonna reset that.
That's probably just as... And to answer the statements in chat about grapple, it's not really an issue of how difficult getting grapple is. If you watch one of his first 2 runs, he actually used to get grapple. He cut it out more for time than he cut it then for difficulty. We asked him what rooms are the worst, most difficult rooms. One of the answers was any room with a boss.
Yeah. Managed to get past one of the bosses without a single reset.
2 if you count Bop.
Oh yeah.
Actually 3 if you count BT, but I'm not sure you would count BT.
Nobody cares about BT.
Exactly.
He's exempt from Rambo anyway. Which is reverse boss, mini boss order, which Ponk actually has a world record in. It's one of his favorite categories. And it's basically the category where you fight all the bosses in complete reverse order.
Including Mother Brain.
And the first boss is Mother Brain, yeah. But Bomb Teresa was just completely ignored in that sequence.
Other rooms we've already gone through, the default rooms, the Coliseum and the Attic. He calls the Coliseum an absolute nightmare, so...
Alright, now he has to know where he is. I'm gonna lay a ton of supers into Dragon here.
That was a good set of supers there. That was a good round.
Getting a charge shot in. Nice pattern. Gonna lay a couple more missiles in. That was a really good one there. Dragon has to be close to dead.
Moving pretty fast.
Yeah, a few more supers and she's done. This will be it if he gets him in. Yeah, there we go. So now he's going to be grabbing Space Jump, And Space Jump, believe it or not, is actually a pretty crappy item in Blindfolded. It's extremely... Let's just say it's extremely dumb.
He does pick it up, though, because he'll need it for certain instances. He definitely wants it for things like Worst from the Game. And the amphitheater following it. And for that matter, to get out of Coliseum.
Because Space Jump can be... It's a good item, but at the same time, it's kind of hard to use blindfolded because you can't see where you're jumping. So if your Space Jump fails, it's extremely hard to figure out how things are going. Alright. That... He thinks he's in the safe room. Alright. Using the sound of water there to figure out he's not in there.
Yeah, in this game, space jumping, it's very easy to lose that space jumping, especially if you're going vertically. Which is why a lot of people don't like it here.
Come on, we got this. I know he knows he's in the wrong room for sure now. Wait a minute.
No, he knows. He just took him a second to figure it out.
Yeah. Got this, Ponk. Okay, he's back in Dragon's room now. He has to know for sure.
Well, yeah, because the music changes.
Yeah.
Nice of them to do that.
Okay, and he's up now. Gonna make a safety save.
See,
he has to know he's in the right room. Again, save points are extremely trolly.
Here, he's got it. It's a little bit easier to keep your jump height when you're going horizontally than when you're going vertically. He's just going to space jump all the way across here.
There's a bit of a Metroid party right there.
Yep. He's going to go get plasma now. Once he figures out he's not in the room. Or...
Yeah, he should know now because there's no spike damage.
Now he's good.
Yeah, there's no way he can not know which room this is because of all the spikes. And that super tells him he is in the right spot. Because he could only get it by morphing. So he's really close to the door. Space jump being a bit of an annoyance right now.
Yeah, like I said, those vertical jumps are just that much harder.
This is why he's not going to be using space jump much later in the run.
Yeah, trying to do these wall jumps would be much more difficult.
Alright, you got this, Ponk.
There he goes.
Gonna farm just a bit there. See if he goes for Blindfolded Plasma Spark. Not even gonna try. Heal's bad.
Yeah, he's always so disappointed when he calls runs and no one does it.
He's gonna climb up the left side here. Because it's easier than space jumps.
Yeah, again, because it's vertical rather than horizontal.
Alright, hearing that door basically tells him where he is. So now he's gonna try and get into that door. Alright, and he's in. Now another somewhat annoying room. It's really annoying, not blindfolded.
Again,
Not too
vertical
bad.
room.
Yeah. Assume it's a Cassius room.
Smartly using some power bombs to clear out some of the enemies here.
Alright. Has to think he's on a platform a bit above him. Must realize he fell down. Alright, this should be good.
There we go.
Alright, now he's gonna get his plasma beam.
Oh, he's missed one pirate there.
Yeah, it's the one right over
here.
here.
It is.
He just moved off screen. Alright, and he's through.
Okay, plasma beam acquired. He's got that full beam combo.
So we're gonna see him go through the toilet, most likely. Yeah, here we go.
Again, using those power bombs. Clearing out those enemies. Those little come up through the ground.
Yeah.
Those, I think that's an appropriate name. They're just annoying.
Honestly, I feel like there's some other enemies that deserve to be called ouches, like the choots. Those deserve to be called ouch.
Oh yeah.
Or wait, choots are the... Wait, which one am I thinking?
Well,
I'm thinking of
Yeah, pretty much anything in Meridia just hits for a ton of damage. If you ever played a randomizer where you come into here with no suits, you have to be really careful.
Yeah, I was pretty sure the shoots are pancakes.
I actually like the name Pancake myself.
For some reason, I just had the idea of shoot soup, like shoot super in my head, and I'm not sure why am I thinking of this? Like crab super, except not crabs. Oh, maybe I'm thinking of the one at Meridia Beach because it's guarded by a chute.
There you go.
Now, chute doesn't even sound like a real word or name or anything right now because I've said it so much.
Actually, it kind of makes me think of Chutes and Ladders. Okay, he's in the right spot. He just needs to hit that super door. There we go. Now he knows he's in the right place, and he goes down the toilet. Oh, he's like that name for this thing?
Yeah, just gonna flush into the area with all the other shrimp. So if you ever wonder what happened to that rotten shrimp that you flushed down a toilet many years ago, this is what happened to them. They came back to life.
Yeah, this room is a little bit annoying because that water will actually force you down more than normal. But he gets through it, okay? He's almost out of Meridia.
Alright, so he is out of Meridia now. He's only going to be going in 3 more Meridia rooms the entire game.
Searching for the elevator. And now the lower North Fair portion.
So this part is pretty hard. So first thing he's going to do is he's going to go down to the Frog Speedway area. Probably farm up some power bombs while he's up there. I mean, he may as well if they're right there. And he's also going to farm up the full ammo. And in farming up the full ammo, he's going to get full health too.
Those frogs pretty much close to 100% chance of dropping power bombs, so very good place to pick those up.
He's going to hear that he's going to get only health from these guys, so he knows he has full ammo. Getting trolled by the wall right there. Alright, he's through now.
Quickly realized he didn't quite make that jump and gets up anyway. Gonna save here first.
He might actually... Oh, he's gonna get the reserve tank right now.
Oh, that's right.
There's really no need to use that save. Oh, and he's using missiles on a door. I think he forgot it was a green door.
Better. No, that's a good point. Getting the other save before going through Frog Speedway would make more sense. Getting a few extra missiles, whether on purpose or not, I don't know. Probably harder to skip those missiles than to get them, so might as well pick them up.
Yeah. And there's also Ridley and Mother Brain. Actually, he doesn't really need missiles too much now, but they're still useful. Guess he doesn't realize he's already on the land.
There we go.
There's the reserve. He might actually think that was the missile pack, though. We'll see if he figures that out. Alright, never mind. He figured it out.
Fortunately, gravity's still protecting him from that lava there. Making that room a lot easier late in the game than it is early in the game.
Yeah, that's why he picked it up now. Got a lucky powerbomb drop, actually, from that waiver. That's pretty rare. It's a 2 out of 51 chance of getting a powerbomb drop there.
Nice. It's a great place to farm here. He'll do that for a little while. I think.
Kind of mess up the farm a bit. You don't want those guys to spawn in the floor, which is what happened. So he's going to farm up the full ammo, and in doing so he's also going to get up to full health and fill up the reserve tank. So he's going to go until he hears absolutely no drops.
And there he goes. Here he's using pseudo screw, so those fireballs coming from the Nami haze won't hurt him. And he gets up. Oh no. And he falls back down. But he knows he's fallen down, he's gonna do it again. And there he goes. There goes the save. And here he's into Lower Norfair.
So, one route deviation from any percent is he's going to be grabbing screw attack now.
He actually could use a green gate glitch. I actually have seen him do that blindfolded. But by going through GT, it gives him an extra super pack that's an extra safety.
Also, he wants to do a blindfolded green gate glitch. I mean, it probably wouldn't be too bad, but still, it's green gate glitch. And GT isn't actually that bad with this item set.
No, actually, the way you'll see a pretty cheese setup for a GT here. It's not too bad. It won't take him very long. But having that screw attack for Lower Norfair just adds so much more safety to it any run. Manages not to fall to the floor and gets those extra missiles. He's just gonna stand back here and spam charge shots.
So it takes 15 charge shots to kill GT. And there's also a health refill right after GT. There's very little chance of dying. Needs to be slightly careful. Only slightly, though. Yeah, GT's dead. So he's gonna pick up the drops here, try and get as many power bombs as he can. Gonna grab the... Well, I guess he's not grabbing the super pack.
No, he will. He'll get the
Actually, no, he's gonna get screwed. Save him a power bomb.
And it looks like that gives him 30 supers, which is nice because 30 supers will kill Ridley. But as we'll see, it's not likely he's going to land all 30, so he will have to use a combination of supers and charge shots.
Alright, so getting the GT refill. Going for the RBO setup there.
Yeah, if you don't have space jump there, you can actually run out of that room using high jump and wall jump off the side if you have high jump and speed booster and screw attack.
Alright. It's gonna go for the fast pillars right here. Didn't get it. But it's not too bad because he can just use screw attack to get through here. Be careful, Ponk. It's getting acided. I'm turning that into a word.
Works for me. I'm a math person. I don't care if you mess up English.
Hey, there are some famous people who just create words like Dr. Seuss and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, so he's gonna kill all the pirates in here. At least those important ones. Because he's got screw attack, he's able to not use the power bomb here. Okay. Wait a minute. Okay. Yeah.
Figured out he's fallen down. Worst room in the game, living up to its billing for now.
Speaking of worst room in the game, we have the other worst room in the game right after this worst room in the game.
Yeah. The energy is not great here.
Yeah.
Fortunately, he does have 3 full reserves.
Thing is,
Yeah, go ahead.
If he's gonna go get Fire Fleet E-Tank, he really doesn't want to drain these reserves. Especially because he's gonna be getting a full health refill anyway, and he'd have to farm before Ridley again.
Exactly.
Alright. Now he knows where he is.
There we go.
Alright.
Nice normalized auto swing jumps.
Alright, now he knows where he is. So, this here is the worst room in the game. Because Amphitheater will screw up your sound, so you're not able to hear yourself landing at all. So, you kind of have to trust it. This is a room of leap of faith type of thing.
Ponk taking a little bit of break to get ready for it.
Yeah. Yeah, here he's gonna basically take a leap of faith. Because he cannot hear when he's landing. The only audio cues he really has is... Okay. Or he can hear when he's landing technically, but it's extremely quiet. He's gonna try space jumping probably.
This is gonna be rough. Really long.
Space jumping, being a piece of crap. Okay, here we go. Looks like he's doing surface space jumps. Let's be careful with his health. Alright, he's in critical energy now, but he has a reserve. Doesn't look happy to have drained it.
Nope, not at all.
Oh, and he broke spin.
Yeah.
This looks like the end of that.
Yeah, he's resetting.
Gonna reset. So now he needs to get screw attack again.
Yeah, it's a bit of a time loss, but fortunately the GT fight isn't that bad. I know at times he's contemplated going back up and saving after getting screw attack. I don't think he's ever actually done that in a run. It's certainly a choice he could make. Okay, and letting the acid drain out again. Again, fortunately this GT fight just isn't that bad. GT's down again. I think you got more power bomb drops the first time, but that's okay. Still got more than what you'd have in a normal any percent run.
Oh yeah, definitely. And you really don't need too many power bombs for anything.
I think he's gonna pick up the power bombs a shame as his last pack.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert: the reason why he wants power bombs is actually he's gonna use power bombs when he gets to the Metroid rooms.
Another RBO setup to get out of there.
Let's see. The thing that really hurt him on the last time was the fast pillars. So we'll see if he can do a little bit better on that one.
I'm not sure. It doesn't look like he's even gonna go for it. Can't tell.
Not gonna go for the traditional speed booster fast pillars, but if he can keep his spin jump going a little bit better.
I mean, if he does good space jumps in here, he can get through.
Yep. It's already looking better. One more Ponk.
Okay,
there you go.
There we go.
I'm talking
get
about
over
you can
there.
hear me. He's not. Again, he's not actually hearing us.
Yeah.
In case you tuned in late, he is actually. He's only hearing the game. He's not hearing us.
It's just fun to talk to computer screens, basically.
Exactly.
Alright, so he is going to go back up there. I mean, this is a lot better health.
Yeah, oh yeah, he should be fine this time. Let's just hope he gets up there. Got this Ponk. There you go. You're good now. Okay.
Alright, so now what he's going to do is he's going to lay a power bomb and do his setup again. So he's going to wait until he hears himself fall. Gonna shoot some more. Alright, so using that fall, he knows exactly where he is now. I can do some auto spin jumps to get up there.
It's nice that those space fires are conveniently placed for those jumps. Okay, he's got at least 2 more energy tanks than he did the last time. If we can get through this, he should be fine, because Fire Flea tank will be coming up shortly after this. It's already looking much better.
Alright.
And this will be the first instance of, I believe he's going to turn off his high jump boots here. To make this a little bit more normalized. Almost.
Alright, nearly there.
Oh,
And he's out.
And now he'll pick up the Fire Flea tank, and he'll be fine. This is actually my favorite room in this run, because normally you don't want to kill all those Fire Fleas for fear of not being able to see, but guess what? He doesn't care.
I mean, it doesn't matter.
Kill all those Fire Fleas, you may as well.
It's for the viewers. Because he didn't fall down there, he's in a complete wrong spot. So he's kind of just running in place.
So this room actually is the next of his tough rooms, the Red Key Hunter shaft.
Now he must be really confused.
Now
Okay,
he's
there
got
we
it
go.
now. In his first run of this game, the one that went 9.5 hours, he spent an hour and a half trying to get out of this room. So we'll see what happens. Getting down it was not really a problem. It was getting out of it after killing Ridley that was the problem. Smartly killing the key hunters from above, so he doesn't have to worry about them.
He could kill them with screw attack, but that's a bit more risky. There we go. Alright, he's gonna be able to save.
Yeah, he's gonna take that safety save here once he finds the door. There he goes.
So now he's leaving the save station. He's gonna go down to the what's it called, to Wasteland.
Yep.
Messing up just a little bit there. Like, looks like he figured out where he is. I think. Maybe? Alright. Looks like he knows now.
And very smartly not using up his power bombs there. He's going to pick up the power bombs of shame here. That'll give him 15. That's what he's going to need for Turian. We need 12 power bombs total for Turian. Having that, and certainly having 3 extra doesn't hurt. Because there's no way he's going to want to rely on drops. Those Metroids. When you kill those Metroids, they only drop 1 when you power bomb them.
Alright, so this room, it can be a bit annoying, but it's not the worst room. Yeah, looks like he has a good setup here.
Very nicely done. In the past, he's actually just spammed shots until they actually hit enough to kill everything.
Alright. Not sure where he's going now. Now he's gonna...
Oh, he's gonna farm. He's gonna farm here instead of the other room.
Interesting. Alright, there we go.
Anyway, this is an easier spot to farm.
And it is true. Though it is slightly slower, it is easier.
Yeah, and even if you did a grapple beam, those bugs, I don't know that he had a consistent setup for using the grapple beam to farm that area anyway.
He isn't doing angle down here because it can actually spawn him below the platform. Here's he's completely full, gonna do 2 more shots and then gonna go. Alright, now he is going to go to Ridley. And Ridley has been giving him a few problems. Oh, triple co-jacked.
Oh, no.
Quadruple co-jacked. 6. Okay, 7. 7 co-jacks. 8. Alright, 8 co-jacks.
Let's see. He's thinking about it. He's trying to decide whether to go back to reverse or not.
I mean, after 8 co-jacks,
Yeah,
I think he should.
I think that would be smart.
Wow, that is a lot.
Yeah. But he says, you know what? I'm going to keep going. I was going to miss a bunch of these anyway, and I do have the full beam combo.
I mean, what's the worst that could happen?
So he starts out by trying to get as many of those super land as he can. Once Ridley picks him up there, that'll automatically put him into the nice pogo pattern that we all love to spam as many supers as he can. Yeah, this actually isn't too bad. Ridley's already red. At this point, he's going to pretty much spam shard shots and do what is called spray and pray.
Yeah, that is why Ridley is such a troll in this category.
Ridley actually may be dead. I'm not sure how many of those regular missiles he actually got in there. Plus, those regular missiles only do 100 damage.
So it's basically a fight of kill first, or who,
kind of
who's gonna die first. It looks like he's either, I want to say he's almost dead, probably not dead. Yeah, okay, never mind, he's dead.
He's dead. And he didn't go into the reserve, so that's really nice. Fortunately, Ridley holds that E-tank right here.
Really nice Ridley kill, though. That has been giving him some problems, so I imagine he's relieved to get that first try.
Yeah. So the next obstacle is going to be getting out of that red key hunter shaft.
First thing he's going to want to do is he's probably going to want to save after Ridley. Because all the health he loses up until then is going to be basically permanent in that save. While anything that happens after Ridley, he can just reset if things go horribly wrong. I really hope somebody clipped that 8 Kojak. I don't even know what the word for that would be, because you've got like single, double, triple, quadruple.
Maybe we should start calling
double, quadruple.
Call it a blind Ponk.
Oats NA. That's what that is.
The Ocho, there you go. I like that.
Yeah, I like that too.
Unfortunately, he doesn't realize he's the lower part of this.
Yeah, now he's in the corner.
This is where not having spring ball hurts. That would have been nice. That would be nice to have. It just takes so long. I know he hasn't ever stratted for that because there are no runs. None of his runs included spring ball.
All right, he must be really confused after hearing that block and hearing the door. He must be extremely confused.
Like,
where the heck am I?
He'd almost be better off falling back through that door.
He's trying to get into that door right now.
There we
All right, there he goes.
Fall through the door. He'll hear the steam, so he should know where he's at. There we go. Now he's got it. Okay, red key hunter shaft. This is probably the last really tough part.
He does have screw attack too.
Yeah. Well, it's not the tough part of it. It's the fact that he got stuck in this room. Like I said, he got stuck in this room for an hour and a half in his very first run. So if he has any sort of trouble, it's just gonna weigh on his mind. And the save station being trolly as always. Here you go. There you go. Now he knows he's got the right spot. Key hunters are all gone. And he gets out. No problem with the key hunter, red key hunter shaft. Nicely done, Ponk. That's got to be a big relief for him getting out of that room. using Screw Attack nicely on those key hunters. The good old Three Musketeers.
Yeah, they don't really stand much of a chance of Screw Attack.
No.
I mean, it does... I mean, Screw Attack does 2,000 damage per frame, and I'm pretty sure the red key hunters take double damage too, so they're taking 4,000 damage per frame.
Yeah, those key hunters there at the end, those Three Musketeers, almost like the last little middle finger to the runners to say, we're not letting you out of here yet.
It doesn't make sense to take half damage, because that would make them do 1,000 damage per hit, and they have 1,800 energy, so they'd actually survive for a frame getting hit by Screw Attack.
Yeah. Turian next, absolutely. Now he's going to take a slightly different route than you're probably used to. He's not going to go up. Normally, in an any percent run, he would take go through Meridia. He's not going to do that. He's also not going to go through Red Tower. He's going to actually go back through Brinstar. It's just a safer way to go when you're blindfolded in this book. So for him, they'll just go that way.
Alright, he's in the high jump room now. Yeah. Honestly, I'm hoping for RBO blindfolded.
That would be awesome. Well, if there's anyone crazy enough to attempt it, it's our boy Ponk right here. Slow nerd.
Slow does it, please.
Well, he is blind right now.
I mean, yeah, this is a blind playthrough. Never seen this before.
Okay, up the elevator. So yeah, as you can see, he skipped the Meridia route that normally you see in any percent. And if you watched earlier, you saw how much of a pain getting all the way up Red Tower and then all the way up going through the Hellway and such. So like I said, he's going to go through not North, he's going to go through Brinstar to get up to Turin. He is going to likely stop at the ship.
I mean, he is taking the other route, though. Gonna be taking the route that was in the RBO world record at one point. Not even going for a reverse slinky. Feels bad.
I mean, spring ball.
I mean, he can make spring ball. I mean, create your own spring ball. That's what this game is.
Okay, there we go. Oh, nope, not quite. Come on, you got the red key hunters. There we go. one of the things you might have noticed, especially in the Red Tower, so many of those platforms are breakable by screw attack. And the way he managed to not break them, if you hit your angle up or angle down while you're in spin jump, it'll immediately take you out of that spin jump. Just gotta be careful not to fall into the core pit here.
Alright, doesn't look like we got the Cora today.
Nice speedball there. Damn, I can't even do that sighted. That was pretty cool. Checking where he's at real quick. And up the elevator.
Alright, so now he's almost in the Turian. Ideally, he can beat this game in like 10 more minutes, but that's in an ideal world.
That's
right now he's doing Blindfolded. Yeah.
And I do expect him to take the save up the ship before he actually goes down.
I'm not actually expecting it. Oh, well, never mind. You're right. I mean, I guess he really wants all that ammo. That makes sense, though.
Yeah, well, part of it is he's not gonna do a Zep skip. He has full power bombs, so he's good for that. But the Zeps are gonna take 16 supers, and he's not likely to get a full 16 supers if he doesn't refill. Because remember, when you power bomb Metroids, you only get one drop. You don't get, what is it, 4 or 5 drops that you get when you normally ice missile them?
Doing his setup to get back onto the ship again.
Yeah, you're gonna see this one more time at the end. And we see what his ammo total, 70, 30, and 15.
But that's actually almost exactly
that's exactly what he told us he'd get. He was way off on the E-tanks, but he has 3 extra E-tanks for what he told us, but he has exactly the ammo.
That's
so well done there.
Kind of crazy.
I mean, to be honest, I'm not surprised he got the super power bombs right, but being able to say the right number of regular missiles is pretty impressive. So many of them throughout the game. And now he gets to wait for a little bit.
So I guess we'll take this downtime to say, if you like what you're seeing here, you can follow Ponk. He does blindfolded runs occasionally. And this is kind of his biggest achievement, being able to beat the game blindfolded.
Yeah, and also a reminder, if you want to actually see in person, we're actually bringing him out to Cedar Rapids, Iowa in February, weekend 22nd to the 24th for GammaCon. So take a look for that on Google, and if you're in the Iowa area, come on down. You can actually see him do this live in person.
All right, that might be we might be seeing a bit more non-alcoholic beer later on, but for now, that can probably say that's the last or second last one. He's probably gonna drink a bit more in the baby cutscene, but that's beside the point. So we're about to see him powerbomb all the Metroids.
He's gonna take a save here. You almost never see this save room. Pretty much the only time you see the save room again, I think is Hundo Map. I don't think you ever see it otherwise. Yeah, I'm not sure I agree with the Cedar Rapids is a great movie. I'm rather disappointed that they didn't actually film it here in Cedar Rapids. But yeah, Fun fact, though, we're not far from where they did film Field of Dreams, about an hour drive from Cedar Rapids, Dyersville. So now that's a good movie.
I'm not sure this will actually kill all the Metroids.
Yeah, it's like he missed one.
He missed 2.
Well, if he doesn't miss anymore, he should be okay. Fortunately, this is the one room where it's actually harder to hit them. Oh, and he got 2. Did he get 2 powerbomb drops there? Nice.
It looked like it.
You should be fine now.
Especially since he's doing that.
Yeah, he's able to super. That second room is really easy to set up to use super missiles.
Actually, I'm gonna have to ask after the run if that beer is non-alcoholic, because I know he favors that. I need to know now, because I'm pretty sure it is.
Yes, actually, I live in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, so kind of a shameless plug for a convention I'm associated with. But yes, we are bringing in Ponk as a guest of honor.
Okay. Didn't hit the door. Okay, Ponk. He needs to be careful.
Yeah, now he does need to be careful.
Okay.
He'll know in just
the Metroid is all the way on the other side of the room. Oh, Ponk.
No, Ponk. Careful.
Using even more. Alright, he's
there
going back. Oh, well, there's the Metroid. Alright.
See, he probably could just use a super on it right now. Oh.
Alright, he can hear it now. Alright, he's gonna use more power bombs. I mean, that's fine. He's got enough power bombs. Because he's gonna only needs 3 for the last room. That's a really easy group in that room.
Hopefully Speed Gaming won't get mad if I go ahead and put this in chat. Here you go. There's a link to it. You're welcome, Jedi Master.
Alright, not gonna go for the baby skip, because it's not the easiest thing blindfolded.
It's not the easiest.
And it barely saves any time.
It's not the easiest thing sighted. And he's gonna want to read.
Yeah, baby skip sucks anyway. Alright, looks like he's gonna be facing right like a champ. Never look back.
Yeah, losing those 40 frames. Oh well.
Never look back. Yeah, giving a thumbs up. Ponk seal of approval. Oh, wow.
The weeds getting in the way, or if that's what they're even called. I don't even know what they call these things. I call them weed.
I call it seaweed, but yeah, basically same thing.
Funny that as much as he was shooting, the beeping wasn't going on.
Yeah. It's kind of interesting after the baby cutscene.
So he's going to take one more safety save once he gets to the next corridor. His supers are more than good enough. He'll need, like I said, he'll need 16 to kill the Zepatites. If I'm not mistaken, the Zepatites have 1,000 HP. So 4 supers will do 1,200 damage, destroying them. Fun fact, though, if you use missiles, you actually have to use 11 because they'll respawn with us a little bit. Second try on the super on the eye door this time, much better than Ridley. There we go. It's that last safety save.
Last save of the game. Alright, let's see this Zeb spark.
Ha, fires one extra. Well, I guess I suppose he could actually go back and save again after his extra kill, but I don't think he actually does that.
I don't see why he would.
No, I don't
There's
either.
really no point.
Yeah, okay.
Alright, there we go.
Still
He needs to
okay
do
on
36 missiles.
Oh,
Okay,
he's
Ponk,
Ponk,
please.
Ponk, you're on the...
There,
This is why you take the safety save.
You're in the wrong spot. Okay.
What he wants to do is...
Get in the right side of the acid. Alright. This is not good. Yeah, he needs to reset.
Yeah, he's gonna use up his refill.
Yeah. Because he has barely enough health now, and
if he can manage to not take any more damage, he does have enough in his reserves to survive.
Alright, now he literally doesn't.
Now he's gonna, yeah, he's used the reserves, he's probably gonna reset. Yep.
I mean, he didn't even have enough ammo anyway. Literally didn't even have enough.
He's got 3 reserves, John, just to answer that question. Skipping the one, he skipped the one in Sandpit, in case you're curious, because nobody wants to do Sandpit with sight, let alone blindfolded. There we go, okay.
And yes, I was petting my dog there. He's still whining. Sorry about that. I was trying to make him not whine.
That's okay. My cats have been good too. Oh, we haven't heard from them yet. So the problem with what was going on before, when he wants to land in the acid on the other side, he ended up in the acid too close, so his shots weren't going through.
Yeah. So
now
this is the acid he wants.
Yeah, this is where he wants to be. He's good now. You just spam those regular missiles.
Gonna spam some soups now. There we go.
And he's good to go. And I believe, did he call this like stupidly easy? At this point, he's just gonna sit there in the corner and spam charge, ice wave, plasma shots. Yeah, Mother Brain can do a lot of damage, but we include the reserve tanks. He should have more than enough to take anything that she throws at him. And it's only gonna take him 20 shots to destroy her. And the shiny Zany save just won't go away.
Thank you for the copy pasta. I may have not have asked for that. May or may not.
No, he's not going to do stand-up glitch.
I mean, he could go for stand-up, but doesn't save enough time and he can't see crap, so it's not worth.
He's super dangerous for him to damage himself down properly to do it, because he doesn't know how much energy he has. So here's something you don't get to see very much in Metroid Run. Shots that she takes. And she won't stop attacking until you get below 100 energy.
Yeah, he's actually using his mind right now to play the game.
And by no means is he home free at this point. The Mother Brain 3 fight's gonna be easy. I mean, you know, he's just gonna again sit there in the corner and spam shots and not take a whole lot of damage. But the escape is by no means free blindfolded. He's pretty good at it, and I expect him to get it, but just to be sure, it's not going to be, it's not an easy section. Like typically in a race, if someone's far enough ahead, you're not going to lose it in the escape. But here, it's a little bit different. I'll let the animal thing be a surprise for y'all.
Alright, so in the escape, there is a timer going off. He has 3 minutes IGP to get out of there. And blindfolded, I mean, as you're saying, he shouldn't have too much of a problem, but it's still a timer nonetheless.
Yeah. Like he has all the strats mapped out, and he certainly can do it. It's just, you know, if he doesn't concentrate, it can become a problem. But he'll take it seriously, so there's a good chance he should be able to get it. But like I said, it's by no means free. Unlike when you're playing this game normal, where, you know, we've all done the escape 1,000 times. First couple rooms are pretty easy. Actually, first 3 rooms are pretty easy. The one that's difficult is going to be the 3rd room. Sorry, the 4th room, the so-called Leodox room.
Yeah, the one that he's coming into right now.
Yep. You're going to see him do a little bit more of the turning off high jump to create some of these more normalized jumps. And you already shot the door open, which is nice.
He is making a good time right now.
Yes, he is.
Because they do give a ton of time, but at the same time, if things go wrong, they really go wrong.
Oh, looks like he's changed this up. Last time I saw him do this, he actually turned off high jump a couple of times there. Did he do that? Doesn't he do that anymore? Nice. Gets the shine spark. That's a very important one to get. Oh, don't fall down. Okay, he's okay. Fell down onto that one platform on purpose, knowing how to jump up to the area right below the door.
Alright, so this is Ponk we're talking about. So right now we're almost at the very end of the game. Just gotta get out of parlor. This room is still annoying to get out of on the way out. Alright, he's out of there. But this here is Ponk, so he's gonna go down to the animals.
I have literally only seen him not save the animals once. And that was when the Midwest Speed Fest incentive went to kill the animals. And I know it pained him to do it.
Alright, so there we go. There's the Pecora and the 3 Edicoons. And my dog.
My cat on the other hand, slipping right through it.
I think my dog approves of that. He stopped whining.
There you go. But he's by no means done here. He's still got to get out of here. Got to get the ship.
Alright, he's gonna unequip Speed Booster here. That way he cannot get the...
That way he can't break those blocks. They tell him where he is in reference to the ship.
Yeah. He's got 30 seconds on the clock. He should be alright.
Yeah, he should be fine. One more jump.
Alright. And
he
is done.
And with a time of the blindfold.
Looks like a time of 2:34, 50 something. GG.
Nicely done.
the man, the myth, the legend.
And here he is. Ponk, how you doing?
Horrible.
Well, first of all, congratulations. That was a joy to watch. I don't know
Thank
if it was a
you.
joy to play, but it was a joy to watch.
Like, yeah. This run was a thing.
Yeah, we're gonna have to cut a bit close here.
Yeah, I'm sorry for
Yeah.
busting the estimate.
I mean, it wasn't too bad. I mean, it was really good.
I believe the estimate was 230, and you went 235.
Yeah, I mean,
unfortunately, we were a little bit behind to start, so that's
yeah. No,
Yeah.
right. All right, so yeah, that run went not as good as I wanted it to go. Yeah, there were some depths that I don't understand that I would have liked to avoid, but I guess overall the fact that I'm only 5 minutes pretty good, considering the last run I did was 1 year ago, and I had a pretty heavy D-rust.
Yeah.
All right, thank you so much for commentating, guys.
You're very welcome.
Really appreciate it.
You're
It
welcome.
was an absolute pleasure. Yeah, we're gonna have to keep it short. We're gonna be able to go up to the item percent screen, and then we'll have
All right.
So, is there anything else you'd like to say before we get to that?
Shout outs to Katoon24 for building the Blindfolded Brotherhood with me, and shout outs to Sir Luce X for getting me into speedrunning, and shout outs to the Metroid Marathon for allowing this absolutely ridiculous, absolutely not marathon safe run in the marathon. Was a fun time.
Yeah. Well, congratulations on getting through it. It was really fun. I hope you watch the VOD and see the comments in the chat. And just for the record, and maybe I missed it, but I didn't actually see anyone accuse you of cheating. So.
Oh wow, thank
you to chat for that.
Well, except for Canadian now at the very beginning, but.
Yeah, well, he's not.
Oh wait, real important question: is that non-alcoholic beer?
Yes, that is non-alcoholic beer.
All right.
And he's from Germany too. Come on.
That question came up, but
of course, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I guess we're at it now. So yeah, I'm not sure what's up next, but good luck for the next runner or the next runners.
Let me take a quick look and see if I can figure out what's next. It's going to be Metroid Prime Any Percent, run by Bash Prime. So good luck to Bash Prime, and the rest of you stay tuned for that.
All right. Thanks for watching, everyone. Later.
Okay, and yeah, it looks like that's going to do it for us. Again, thanks to Ponk, thanks to Blue Plasma Spark, and thank you to the folks organizing the Metroid Marathon and all the people behind the scenes at Speed Gaming for organizing this wonderful event.
And thank you for commentating with me, Tracy. It was a real pleasure.
Yeah, absolutely, Beeps. Okay, enjoy Metroid Prime.